Hello everybody, I am Buzzle and welcome back to another video. Today we will see how the grass type starter of Johto, Chikorita fares against the gyms, the rival evil teams, and the Elite Four, the champion in Pokemon Soul Silver. I'll be using Pokemon Soul Silver for all of the starters. So basically, this is the first video in a series of videos that we're going to be doing throughout all generations, where we're going to find out who the best starter line is to solo one with. So basically, it's like Chikorita evolves into Bayleaf, and then Bayleaf into Meganium. That's the starter line, so we're going to see which starter line is just the best to run through with, the easiest to run through with, and as you probably can tell by the length of this video, it took a long time to put it together, so if you could please like the video and subscribe. I will try and get the next one out, which will be Cyndaquil, and I'll try and get it out as fast as I can, and also I'd greatly appreciate it. But, so, the rules of this will be I can use only the Chikorita line in battle. So whenever I'm in battle, like, besides one time when I didn't, but, you know, that's fine, because it was just one. I can use HM Pokemon, because if I didn't, then this game would be impossible to complete. And no items are allowed and in battle, so, but basically, yeah, and, so, obviously we pick Chikorita first, and then, after we pick Chikorita, you gotta name it. I mean, the script that I wrote for this, which I'm reading, but then I'm adding in my own parts, thought this actually would take a very long time to get to this point, so, you know, yeah. So, how's everyone's day going? Hopefully going well. I will be, hopefully, uploading a Pokemon Renegade Platinum Nuzlocke video, Monday or Tuesday. So, can we talk to our mom? Okay, yeah, but, yeah, hopefully that'll happen. But yeah, so, we picked Chikorita. I named it, Trinix, whatever, I say Trinix. It's just a name that I've named my Chikorita since I first had it. All I did was grind up a little bit, then head to Mr. Pokemon's house, get Pokedexed and the egg. You know, I grinded up, I think, to level 6 or 7. Because I'm pretty sure I had Razor Leaf, so I think it was 7. I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, so Oak. Why wasn't I not speeding up? I sped up through the rest of the game. I sped up on this because I knew it would take a while, so I just wanted to speed up. But you know, this first part of the game, pretty boring. Yeah, but all the videos, pretty much expect every video to be about this long, as we're going through it. But, I mean, it's gonna suck because it is gonna be very long. Every video is gonna be very long. But this should be going up today as I am recording this voiceover for it. But then after that, we get a call from Professor Elm, obviously, saying, "Oh, something happened, disaster, get back now," and then rival number 1. So, this is pretty easy. Just tackled, pretty much. I think I might have used, you can see I'm pressing A, I'm just spamming A on tackle. I think I might have used Razor Leaf once, I'm not sure. We had a Lax Nature, which wasn't the best, because it's plus defense, minus special defense, but I mean, it wasn't terrible. Actually, I'm going to get in real quick to some of the, you know, reasons why a lot of people would, why really Chikorita is the worst, but also not the worst. Because actually, this challenge very surprised me with how Chikorita was. But, so really, this is, Chikorita is not good in this generation, because basically what they were doing, what Nintendo was doing when they were making this, or Game Freak, or whatever you want to say, I don't even know. But basically what they were doing is, they're making it to where every type that didn't get a gym in the first generation got a gym in this. So every time that there was, it's like every gym in Kanto, like every gym leader type in Kanto was like, so basically Bulbasaur is the best starter in Kanto based on its type. If you're just using that, it would be the best starter because it's good against types. At least that's what people would think. I mean, I'm not 100% sure, but so, yeah, it's just, but because of that, because when going into Johto, pretty much every type that Bulbasaur was good against, every type of grass was good against, was used in a gym already, so a lot of the types that it wasn't good against were put into this. But so we name our rival Silver. And then, you know, just talk to Lyra, and we're off to Violet City pretty much after that. Also, honestly, it was not as hard as I thought it was going to be. The first two gems, they weren't. They were actually very. I mean, they weren't hard, but they weren't easy. They were like okay difficulty. But so yeah, no, we head out and oh my gosh, I had to watch Lyra do this, and I cut it for you guys, so you're welcome. But then we get a call from her mom, obviously about the money situation, because she always wants to know about the money in the situation. Then Sprout Tower, pretty easily I got through Sprout Tower. It was kind of hard because of their grass types, so Razor Leaf really didn't do much. But Tackle came in clutch, did some pretty good stuff. You know, it really was not too. Again, it was not too hard, and also I'm glad that I wasn't really over leveled for the first gym. Second gym I was, but I mean the first gym I really wasn't over leveled, and I was pretty happy with that because I didn't want to be too over leveled. I don't want to be so over leveled that it was just like, well, now it's just so easy. And also the way that we are going to be ranking the Pokemon is based on their level that they are whenever we beat the champion, and then the time that it took. So now, actually, I'll get into actually later in the video on how we're gonna rank. Of course, Chikorita for that. But yeah, no, so we just battled all the monks pretty much. Really, that's all we did. And then after that, obviously, I had to take on the first. All right, so it honestly this was a lot easier than I thought Sprout Tower would be. But I mean, it did take a okay amount of time, and it was kind of just boring when I was actually playing it. But I mean, it's just kind of fun. Honestly, I did not prepare because I thought that it was going to take me so long to go over my opening spiel. That I thought, I don't know why I thought it would take 8 minutes. I guess I just didn't plan it out perfectly, but it's alright. Yeah, so we beat that trainer, go up. We pretty much just go through Sprout Tower. I think I battle all trainers that I can. Yeah, and then also, I'm not sure if I uploaded it yet. I might upload it today as well, but Pokemon Black Pokemon Black Sleepwalk on Tuesday, I think at 6. Yeah, Tuesday at 6. So that should be fun to do. I mean, so we're just gonna be streaming a Sleepwalk. If you don't know what a Sleepwalk is, it's basically a Nuzlocke, regular Nuzlocke rules. But what's gonna happen is we're going to basically be so we have to play the whole game in one sitting. Just regular Nuzlocke rules. Have to play the whole game in one sitting. If I lose, I have to restart. We have to beat the game. So I mean, if I lose the Nuzlocke, so let's say I'm at the 8th gym and I lose the Nuzlocke, I gotta restart. Or what I'll do is I'll restart at basically like the last gym. So I'll have like save states put out at every gym. So then I know, okay, well I lost at this gym, so I'll just go to the last gym. If it's like after the like third gym, I'll do that. Again, just battle these trainers. It was pretty easy, not really the hardest thing to do in Johto, especially if you choose Cyndaquil. That's why really the early game is just very good for Cyndaquil. Mid game is okay, late game pretty good as well for the Johto gym leaders. Like the first two, easy. Second two, harder than the first two, but still pretty easy. Obviously, Whitney is very much so trouble in that respect. In that regard, I don't know why I said respect, but in regard, then, Chuck is kind of hard because of his Poliwhirl, but I mean, by then you should have, a Gloom or any grass type that can easily chill with Chuck's Poliwhirl, or even a flying type. And then, yeah, so it should be, but I should upload like 1 or 2 Renegade Platinum Nuzlocke videos. I'm doing a Renegade Platinum Nuzlocke. We got the Pokemon Black Sleepwalk going on. After we finish the Renegade Platinum Nuzlocke, I'm going to do a Pokemon Soul Silver Randomizer Nuzlocke with 50% level boosted. So it's randomized. So basically, it's kind of like Storm Silver in a sense on difficulty based on the levels being higher up because it's 50% level boosted. So, like, if they're level 13, you'd take 50% of that. Let's just say it's 6. So they'd be level 19. So, like, Bugsy, he'd be like level 26. So it's a lot harder. But wild Pokemon are also higher. Red Pokemon are obviously level 100, but I mean, so now I'm going to talk about battling the Elder. I believe I battled him only once. Because I'm only going to show you guys the clips that I won the battles in, but I'm pretty sure I only beat him once. Because there would have been a cut, and I don't think there was a cut. So yeah, so we just beat him once. He's pretty simple. I went with Razor Leaf on the first turn just to see how much damage it did, and then went with Tackle to see, kind of which did more damage. And Razor Leaf, I believe, ended up doing more. And then against the Hoothoot, I went for Razor Leaf again just to see how much damage, and it did a pretty good amount. Sadly, it did use Growl, which kind of just made it do a little bit less damage. Then it got Hypnosis off, which was kind of hard, but I mean, it kind of sucked, but its pack really didn't do much because of our lax nature, which gives us plus defense and minus special defense. So any really physical attacks would be tanking. So then I used Poison Powder, thinking, oh, well, I'll just use Poison Powder, will it down a bit. Because I also had Synthesis, and then I used Tackle, and Poison Powder, I believe, finished it off here with Poison. So then it's the final Bellsprout, level 7, and I just went for Tackle, I think. Yeah, and I got a lucky critical hit. And that's pretty easy, and then we get Flash, gotta go take on Falconer, go and grab the Escape Rope. So, against Falconer, because we're about to get there, I believe. But I think I show you guys. Wow, I did not cut this too well. I had to do this on a phone because I'm at my dad's right now, and I could not do anything with a computer. At my grandma's, I use her computer so I can edit on that. I mean, but it's just it sucks. But so the first trainers in his gym are actually very easy. It's just, use Tackle and, Razor Leaf. That's pretty much all you gotta do. Use Tackle and Razor Leaf, and I think I just used really Tackle. They did use some Growls, which did suck, but I mean, it was alright. But again, really, all the physical, flying attacks, we kind of just tanked, and they didn't really do much. Spearow got a Leer off, but that really didn't mean anything, and we got to level 15, so again, not really over leveled since his highest level is 13. And then, of course, I was thinking about going and battling Falconer, but I wanted to get as much experience as possible. So, also, if you want me to if you want me to do any challenge runs, tell me in the comments. I'm thinking of doing one where I basically I go through each generation. I see which generation. Now, for each generation, I will be playing only one game for each generation. I'm gonna basically see which generation you can go through playing the least amount, taking on the least amount of battles. But then I went and healed real quick before taking on Falconer because I was like, oh well, this might actually be hard because of Gust, and Gust is a special move, I believe. Special attacking move, which is going to actually hurt me pretty much. Chikorita's stats, actually, it has the same attack. I mean, not attack. Well, it does have the same attack and special attack. And then I went and bought potions, even though, I can't, use them in battle. So, I don't know what I was really thinking. But, I mean, I used them outside of battle, so it worked, I guess. I don't know, but so I go and take on Falconer. It actually took me 3 tries, and it really was just kind of luck based. After we started off with the strategy I always say it before everyone. I don't know. I didn't know why I said it like that, but when I saved, with save states on that, even though I didn't have to save the actual game and have it put down on the emulator, but yeah, so basically, had to battle him 3 times. Strategy I used was basically we just had to take out the Pidgey as fast as possible. So that, I couldn't get, because if it got off enough sand attacks, we were not going to be doing too well, because then we're going to start missing attacks, and it just was not good. So, Then when the Pidgeotto came out, I decided I would, poison it with poison powder and then just attack it. And whenever I need to, I would use synthesis to get my health back. And for the first battle, did not really work. Then I loaded it back up. Yeah, I did the same exact strategy. This is like the one that I didn't cut because I cut every other one to where I actually beat him. But yeah, so this was second battle and not the worst thing. This again, I'm pretty sure again we did lose this battle, but I mean, again, it's really the Pidgeotto. It's not really the Pidgey at all. But again, the Pidgeotto, it's just I believe I went with the same strategy of just going for poison powder, synthesis whenever I needed to, and the Pidgeotto and I kind of got into a Roost synthesis battle because I would use synthesis to heal up, and it would pretty much just use Roost. Because it didn't. It was like, oh, I got to be at full health. So the AI was kind of weird there. I was not expecting it to do that. Eventually, we were able to overcome the Roost a little bit, but I mean, the poison did help definitely. It got off 2 gusts, almost killed us. We were definitely one shot because we had 26 and half of 26 is 13. So just did over half our health. We were one shot. I don't know why I tried that. I just realized now that we are one shot. And basically, yeah, this was the final battle, I believe, against him. And all I did, same strategy, just attacked him, killed the Pidgey as fast as possible. Did get off a sand attack or two. We got it down. Then the Pidgeotto comes out, and I think this time I went for poison again. Yeah, I did. Okay, so I went for poison. It did a good chunk of my HP, and that kind of sucked. But it's gonna use Roost, and I knew that. Actually, when I was I was thinking, okay, well, so it's gonna use Roost, and then I went for Razor Leaf. I'm not sure why, but I did, and it did a good amount of damage. So I was using the wrong move, kind of this whole time. But Roost is it just gets it back. It just gets all of its health back, and it's just we have nothing that can really damage it. So we need a critical hit. I don't think I got one because it just kept on using Roost. But really, a critical hit is what would be big right now and would really help us, get past him. I believe this is the battle that we did win. And I think it's because he went for Gust or something. Or eventually, Razor Leaf just did more damage than it usually did. And he went for Gust. That was his downfall because he went for Gust. We did miss our Razor Leaf. Man. But he went for Gust twice in a row instead of using Roost, which I thought that he was out of Roost, but he used Roost again here, I believe. Yeah, so he used Roost again, and that got him up pretty high, and then I used Synthesis to get back up to full health. Poison hurt him, then he used Roost again, gets back up to full health. It was just a very annoying battle against him, because he just kept on using Roost, and then I'd whittle him down a bit, and then he'd keep on using Roost, but this time he goes for Gust, and Razor Leaf, poison. He's going to use Roost one more time, but I believe he's out of Roost now. So now it's just damage output, and we, I believe, have a lot more damage output because he uses Gust. So we beat Faulkner on the third try, and honestly, now we get to, move on to the next one, next gym. And that was not as hard as as you would think it would be because it was only 3, and then Chikorita evolved. We get the Zypher badge, and we're chilling. So after that, of course, we have to go get the egg and everything, and that's just, I hate it. And actually, I think what happened here is I was talking to my dad for a second, and then I realized, oh wait, I should probably get back to my game. So then I did that. Got the Zypher badge. That was pretty cool. And now we're just chilling, really. We get Roost, which we can't use, so I sold all the TMs that we couldn't use. Which actually, surprisingly, there were not as many as I thought. There were a lot, but still not as many as I thought, because I thought there'd be more. So, yeah, then, Professor Elm calls, asked about the egg. I tried not to get it at first, but then obviously had to. So then I got the Miracle Seed. Yeah, because he doesn't let you go back until you get it. So then I had to go grab that. It kind of sucked, but it's whatever. And then we get the Miracle Seed from that guy down there, and that's honestly big. That Miracle Seed, that is big to get. Have our first meeting with the Kimono Girl. She is Honestly, they really do not do anything to make this game better. Honestly, they kind of are just there to be there. But we get the Miracle Seed, and I automatically put it onto Bayleaf because that's just you can't not put the Miracle Seed on a grass type. I mean, especially if it's that. So then I went to the Union Cave, got here, Team Rocket, push the guy, whatever. So then we go get Kurt, the crazy old Pokeball maker guy. After we heal up, of course, and we have to go stop Team Rocket with him, in air quotes, because he chases the guy down the well and hurts his back. I mean, it's just they just wanted you to battle. They just didn't want to make him too strong. And then I was trying to take on the rival battle, but you can't before you beat Team Rocket. So we have to head back, go down here, go take on Team Rocket. Very easy to beat Team Rocket. It was just I already know what Kurt says, so I didn't even bother talking to him. But it's very simple to beat Team Rocket. Just attack them. Yeah, we just really, and Team Rocket. The only reason that Team Rocket's going to be harder is, well, in the later game is because once their poison types evolve, they're going to have better poison type moves. Because right now they kind of just have like poison gas and maybe smog, which smog's okay for right now in the game. But I mean, eventually once they have like sludge bomb and sludge and stuff like that, it is going to be a lot harder uh, than it is now. Whenever I'm just battling. And then with Rattata, they have Rattata, and I have a Bayleaf. So, but besides, really just, I mean, they did have Zubats and stuff, which later in the game, Zubats are gonna get terrible because they double they four times resist grass because flying resists grass and poison, so they are just killing us. And then Arbok and Ekans, they're gonna be harder later in the games as well because they have Glare, which slows us down, and then as well poison. So they might poison us, they might paralyze us, and our attack gets lowered, which really does suck. So we beat second Team Rocket Grunt, get the hidden potion down here in that rock. And really, it's just take on this last Grunt, go take on Team Rocket Executive person. And yeah, again, I just kind of stopped for a second. I don't know what I was doing. But again, I just kind of stopped for a second and then go through the text. It was weird. That happened a lot. I don't know why, but I recorded this all in like a day or two. And I kind of stayed up all night, across the nights to do it. And just Razor Leaf the Rattata, that should be a one shot. And then I believe he has a Zubat. Yeah, and then just tackle the Zubat because Leech Life doesn't really do much to us. And Supersonic's kind of the most deadly thing that Zubat has. Before it learns other things. Yeah, so he has two Zubat, which Leech Life and Supersonic are really the only two moves that it has that actually do damage. And Leech Life, it's okay in Generation 1, but besides that, it's not really that good. Maybe? No. I'm thinking of something else, but I mean, with bug type Pokemon, it's actually okay. Yeah, so we run into a Slowpoke here. That doesn't matter. Then it's time for Petrol, which because we're just higher level than he is. Proton, my bad. Proton, it's just because we're just level 20. He has level 8 Zubat, and I believe a level 13 Coughing. So it does get a Supersonic off, which does come into a little bit of effect because obviously Supersonic confuses us, and we have a pretty high attack stat. So it's just gonna really, really hurt us if we hit ourselves. But yeah, so the coughing poison gases us. That doesn't really matter. We're gonna get through this battle pretty easily just by using tackle, really. And smog, like I said, poison gas and smog is really all it has against us, and that doesn't even do that much. So kind of just tackle it to death, and then we beaten Team Rocket, almost get to level 20, and Kurt takes us back to Azalea Town, which is lucky because I did not want to walk all the way back there. Takes us back to his house. I closed that off because it was annoying me. And actually, honestly, I am sorry because this video would have actually been like probably 20 minutes shorter. if I just went back and cut out some of the stuff from the beginning, and that's the thing. I forgot that I didn't cut all the stuff because once we get to the third gym, I cut a lot of things out, and that's how I wrote the script for this. So it's kind of weird. But now we go and take on Rival 2, and he's pretty easy. He's just it's the Ghastly. Ghastly we can only hit with Razor Leaf. So that kind of sucks, but I mean, Razor Leaf, we're getting just higher leveled, and Razor Leaf just does so much damage. And then it uses Mean Look, so it always wastes a turn with Mean Look. So I just kind of spam the A button, use Razor Leaf, take out the Ghastly. Then it's time for the Quilava, which I believe it has Ember and Flame Wheel. Or, well, actually, no, it's time for the Zubat, which again resists Razor Leaf. So I gotta kind of use Tackle, but forgot that. I don't know why. I forgot that the Quilava comes out. But yeah, so the Quilava, it's really kind of the only threat that we had against us. I go for Razor Leaf. I just want to see how much it does, and it misses because of Smoke Screen twice, and now he's just using Leer, so I'm just waiting for a Flame Wheel to make me have to take on the rival again, but he doesn't use Flame Wheel or Ember, because basically what happens is the AI basically uses random moves up to this point, or like stat lowering moves. That's kind of what it does. So it's just not the best AI. So it just makes him use stat lowering moves, and then eventually I just use Tackle because it has 100 accuracy, so it's gonna hit more often than Razor Leaf, which only has 90 or 95. So then we get up to almost level 22. Go take on all the trainers in Bugsy's gym, which isn't too many. After I heal up, I go take on Bugsy's gym, which I did. Honestly, I should not have had to take on that gym leader. I mean, not that gym leader, that trainer. I should not have had to. We take on this guy, which he has Weedle, Kakuna, and Beedrill, so it's gonna be kind of hard. And I got it to level 22 facing off against that other guy, and then I just use Tackle, and it just one shots to Weedle. I believe it also one shots to Kakuna. But no, no, we miss. And honestly, these are just gym trainers, so we don't really lose to any of them. The only throw that this guy really had on his team is the Beedrill, but that doesn't even do that much. So we just kind of take out the Kakuna and all that pretty easily. Uh, and again, these are just gym trainers, so they're not really gonna be doing too much. And really, just Beedrill only used Fury Attack. I mean, if he used Twin Needle, then we would have been in trouble, but then I use that forgetting or almost forgetting that way I have to take on that trainer if I do that. So we skip a train. We actually skip two trainers because our egg has not hatched yet, so they will not battle us unless we have two Pokemon. Then we hit both of those things, and now it's time for Bugsy. Um, I don't go use the Pokemon Center. I use a potion outside of battle, and I believe we took him on 3 times as well. Um, and the strategy was to poison the Scyther and survive the U-turn, because that's what it's going to do. But on the first turn, I'm pretty sure it always uses Leer. So then we just get good enough damage off, and then it uses Focus Energy. Okay, so I'm pretty sure actually on the first turn it uses either Leer or Focus Energy, and I kind of got lucky here with this, because I poisoned it, and then it just kept on using Leer and Focus Energy until it eventually used Quick Attack, and that didn't even do enough damage, and we just had it whittled so much down that we got it off. So I just got very, very lucky. And actually, after my first few tries, as you can tell, I was only at level, I was only at like, sorry about that, but I was only at like level 22, so I trained up 6 levels, in preparation for this battle, but, I mean, it wasn't too hard, because Onyx actually gives you pretty decent experience, so I just had to find a few Onyxes, and also I didn't battle every trainer, so I battled a few trainers as well. And but we did have to use Synthesis a few times because of the poison, and the poison thing is still super effective, so it still does okay damage. But really, it's just the poison that kills us. And finally, we had the Tackle and the Kakuna. Take the Kakuna out. Now it's just the Metapod, which was easy, because it's Metapod. So I did have to use another Synthesis because of that poison, but really it just has Tackle, which only does like 3 damage. So I just get back up to full health with the Synthesis, and then we should have enough health to just tackle it to death. So that's 1 tackle, and I believe it only took 3 tackles. Maybe 2. It took 3. So then after that, we got our second, badge, and we're looking good. So, then, after this, I believe this is where I start to cut a bunch of things, but I'm not 100% sure. So after we do the oh no, and this is where I cut a bunch of things. So after we do the Farfetch stuff, I pick up an X attack, even though we're not allowed to use it in the battle. I just always pick up that item. It's just kind of the thing I do. And at this point, we do know cut. I taught cut to Bayleaf. I also bought some repels, and so yeah, of course we help them with their thing. And then I come over here and I'm like, okay, I'm going to teach Bayleaf headbutt. Then I was like, wait, I have cut already. So if I didn't have cut, yeah, I would have definitely teach it a headbutt. But because I had cut and I didn't want to forget poison powder, synthesis, and also I had magical leaf at this point. I learned it, I believe, at level 25. So I didn't want to get rid of poison powder yet. So I didn't learn headbutt, and we kind of just have cut for now for a little while until actually 8th gym we kind of had to use cut. So then help the kimono girl in Elix Forest, and then I go and grab that item because our Bayleaf is apparently super smart and knows how to get places, even though I mean I don't know how it knows that, but whatever. So then we head to this route, meet grab taunt actually, battle some trainers, meet Lyra's parents, get the radio card, all of that. Now it's time for the 3rd gym. I just skip right to that. And I believe we only had to take this on twice, because the first time I actually lost because of Tract and Stomp. And this time the Clefairy actually got damaged. The first time I believe Magical Leaf hurt me, and then I forgot that the Clefairy has Cute Charm as its ability. So I actually no, this was the 3rd time. Okay, so I had to take it on 3 times. First time I lost because of Tract and the Stomp, and then the second time I had to reset because of that. And really, the thing is, it's just the only reason that the Miltank is really super hard is because of its gender. It's female. And with the Johto starters, I believe there's only like a 28% chance that you can be female. So most of the time it's male. So that's just going to be hard because the Miltank's going to get you every time. And obviously it has the Lumberry. So now it's just try and use Stomp and Attract, because my strategy here was just to just try and do as much damage as possible and also poison it just to whittle it down a little bit. And the Stomp really did hurt me. But I mean, basically all I did was kind of get lucky a little bit with Attracts. Then we get to level 30, and after this, obviously she starts crying. We go talk to that person. We get our badge. And now we are on to Gym 4, at least heading to it, with Morty. So, we get a Tract, which we're not going to use on our Bayleaf, because I don't like using a Tract. I mean, I'll use it on, like, early level Jigglypuffs and stuff. I did not battle every trainer in this gym. I only battled 2, the final 2, because those are the only 2 required battles, but, so, yeah, no, honestly, this is pretty easy, and really all I did was, after this, I went and I got the bike, all that stuff. Then we helped the kimono girl at the one place, whatever it's called, the kimono girl dance studio thingy, whatever. And really, this was easy, just level 12 config. So all we had to do was cut them and get some XP off of them. That's really all it was. And then we get Surf. And I don't know why, but for some reason I went to Mahogany Town. I don't know why. I just did. Sorry about that. My mic just hit my face. But after that, we go to the Burn Tower, and we take on Rival 3. And it's just, it took me 2 tries, actually, but we did end up beating him the first. It's because I believe his Quilava actually used Ember this time, so it actually hurt me, and I believe I got hit a few times by the Ghastly's Confused Ray. But really, pretty easy battle, and I mean, when I say easy, I mean easy. Like, we really didn't have too many troubles with this. The Zubat was kind of hard because obviously it's a Zubat, but I believe we just 2-shot it. And it does have Wing Attack this time, but it does resist our best 2 attacks. But again, it has Wing Attack, so we're just able to cut it a little bit. And then the Guava comes out. I believe you will only see the second, the first time I battled him, or maybe I think you'll only see the winning time, but I'm not sure. I might have showed you, but yeah, this time he does use Ember, and the Magical Leaf does okay damage. Cut honestly did better, and I go for cut hoping it kills. It does. I kind of got lucky there, and the Magnemite comes out. Magnemite is trouble based on its typing, just like, well, based on its typing and because it has Sonic Boom, so that's also gonna hurt us. But I mean, and Thunder Wave, Sonic Boom. That's when it's gonna hurt us early game. But really, what ended up kind of and Supersonic, man, this Magnemite actually has a nice moveset. Nice stalling moveset with Thunder Wave, Sonic Boom, which always does 20 damage, which isn't terrible, especially for early to mid game. But and Supersonic, so that really does suck. But so basically, let's get into this. So we do hit ourselves. I believe, yeah, we almost lose, but get a synthesis off, and I believe we win by hitting a Magical Leaf right here. Because the first time, I know I lost against him. So basically, after that, we go and we meet Suicune. Then that's when I went to Mahogany Town, as well as our Bayleaf evolves into a Meganium. It learns Petal Dance, which is just overpowered. And yeah, like I said, after this, I do go and I see more. I go to Mahogany Town for no reason. Then we're in Morty's gym, and this time I'm actually going to show you me taking on the trainers. Really, it's just Petal Dance. That's really all I had to do against even Morty. It was just Petal Dance, Petal Dance, Petal Dance, because it was just we have such a good special attack, because that's a special attacking move for some reason. But basically, we have a very good special attack, and also we're just so high leveled, so it just does so much damage, and yeah, then we get not half the badges in the game, a fourth of the badges in the game, but half the badges in the Johto region, which I'm not going to do Kanto for the Johto starters, because then it would just take too long. For the Pokemon Soul Silver, randomizer, Nuzlocke, 50% level boosted, I will be going through Kanto, as long as you guys actually like that series. If not, then, well, we won't go through Kanto. We'll just go through Johto, but still. Yeah, no, it was pretty easy to beat all the trainers in here, and it was just Petal Dance, just like once or twice, just use Petal Dance, and it just killed them. And then I actually decided to start walking instead of keeping on my running shoes the whole time. But yeah, no, this was pretty simple, and honestly, I'm getting tired recording this because it's taken me like 40 minutes. It's only 37 minutes into the video right now. I'm getting asked us if we want to learn Tweets, and I said no. We did get Curse, but the Haunter just got one-shotted by a Petal Dance, or two-shotted, but it used Mean Look, so it kind of just wasted its turn. Curse does do actually good damage, and I think I did take Morty on twice, and honestly, so far, I'm just going to talk about, so far this challenge was easier. At this point, I was like realizing, this challenge is easier than I thought it was, because I thought it would actually be a hard challenge, and that, we would, it'd be like, well, we might lose and stuff like that, but like, we might lose like more times than we have, but we've only lost, I think, up to this point, like 9 battles, which is it's less than I would in a normal playthrough of the game, but I mean, it's honestly a lot less than I thought it would be. And this is just, it's an emulator, which I'm kind of lucky about because I can just get past, a lot of them. But again, I just decided to walk here. It's one more trainer, then it's Morty. And I mean, again, so far this has been a pretty easy run, and a fairly easy run. And it just kind of let me down on the difficulty, but it did pick up difficulty after Johto whenever we're going to the Elite Four. That's when it actually picked up difficulty, because actually through the Johto journey it was actually fairly easy, and we're about to hit 40 minutes into this video. And if you guys are still watching, you guys are all troopers, and I'd like to thank you all if you're still watching, I would like to thank you all. I really, I love you guys for that. It's great. Thank you for all this support. I mean, you're still watching. That's crazy. I just, man, that's the thing. You guys are using time in your life to watch me. But basically, so now it's against Morty, and this was a lot easier than I thought. I mean, Ghastly in one hit, Gengar in like three, the second Gengar in like three as well, and then the Haunter in like two. It really is just you just gotta get lucky because eventually, because you are gonna, because with Pedal Dance, you are gonna get confused. So you gotta just be like ready for that, and just gotta get lucky that you don't hit yourself too much. And then Hypnosis is also very annoying. But I mean, I did go for Synthesis because I was expecting it to go for Dream Eater, which actually went for Shadow Ball weirdly. And I don't know why I was hovering over the bag, and I almost used the potion. But I tried for Sucker Punch randomly, and then we got lucky that we didn't hit ourselves. Use synthesis, got all our health back, and then I'm just kind of sitting here. Even though I was thinking of what I should do, I just use Pedal Dance. But really, this was a lot easier. It only took 2 tries, and the first try was because it just put me to sleep, and then I was also confused and I hit myself. But really, the rest of the game, after Morty, honestly, really easy. Right after Morty, it is very easy to beat this game. I mean, I did have to take some time. Actually, it took me a good amount of time because I went and I got a Gyarados as an HM slave. Because actually, surprisingly, Gyarados is a very good HM slave. It's a good Pokemon, but it's also a very good HM slave. So this Haunter used Dream Eater, which did a lot of damage and sucked. And I went for Cut for some strange reason because if I had gotten out of sleep, I don't know why I would have gone for Cut, but I went for Synthesis. I think I was trying to go for Synthesis the first time. But again, yeah, it's just Pedal Dance. And now it's time for the. Oh no, he has 2 Haunters, not 2 Gengars. But yeah, so the first. So that was my bad on that one in the script, but it's whatever. So just use Nightshade and then Pedal Dance takes it out. I mean, uh, we did get confused a little bit, and then I used Synthesis. I don't know why. I guess I was expecting it to do a lot more damage, but I mean, just using Nightshade. And we did get unlucky with that hidden confusion. They used Mean Look. Haunters like to use Mean Look in this game. Weirdly, I don't know why I used Synthesis again. I should just end the battle, but it's whatever. So after this, actually, after this game, after this gym, one, it gets a lot easier. Two, you can actually take on the gyms after this before Claire in any order that you want. So I went up to Mahogany Town again, and I battled the Red Gyarados. I actually caught myself a Magikarp, I believe, right after we finished off the Red Gyarados. And I don't know why I didn't catch it, because there's really no reason to. I could have caught it, but I already had a Gyarados. So, me and Lance, we go and we take on the Team Rocket hideout, which really it was just annoying because of all the trainers. It really was. Because there's just so many trainers. So I'm just going to skip to where we take on Proton, but, so yeah, he's going to tell us password to the door if we beat him, and he just has a Zubat, and I believe a Coughing. So the Zubat goes down with a critical hit. Cut, the Coughing comes out, and again, just use Cut, and it's a 2-shot. Use a Smoke Screen, which kind of does suck, because we're going to miss some more attacks, but I mean, Cut does the work, and the Raticate comes out next, and just another Cut, and it's dead. Yeah, let's get Hyperfang off, which does, like, nothing. And actually, it's weird, because a lot of times whenever someone fangs me, I get destroyed. I don't know why. But, so, we, he leaves, and then the Murkrow leads us to, open that door, and then Ariana and all of them come. So, it's Ariana, and, the Grunt, and Dragonite takes care of the Arbok. And we can take care of the Drowsy. So, yeah, Drowsy's one shot. We're level 51. His Dragonite's level 40 at this point. And you do notice a big level jump. That's because I made a big level jump happen. I grinded a bit. Just because I was like, I was expecting the game to get harder, but it got easier. And then we just one-shot the Murkrow with Pedal Dance. So really, this was just very easy to do. And she does have one more Pokemon, a Gloom, but that Fly's gonna hit it anyways. So our Cut missed, but the Fly's gonna hit it and take it out. So, yeah, now we beat them, and then we have to go, of course, take on the Electrodes, which it was just very. It was again. It was just easy. I mean, the electrodes. It was just just go like pedal dance them. I actually tried to see. Okay, if I just run away from them, do they stop? But obviously that's wrong. I tried it. I was just hoping that Pokemon would be like, "Oh, you battled, you finished the battle, so they're gone." But no, you actually have to faint them, which is actually pretty cool. So we just use pedal dance 3 times, and they're out. So, and then after this, actually, we're gonna take on Price, and I'm not gonna spoil his battle actually because I want you guys to just. I want you guys to see what happens. But yeah, so we get to level 52 off the electrodes, which isn't terrible. And this is kind of just fun at this point. I was just kind of having fun, just one-shotting pretty much everything that came in my path. No, actually, this Electro did get rollout, and I got paralyzed, and I actually kind of got scared for a second because rollout soon it was gonna start. It just does so much damage after a time. It doesn't matter what your defense is or even what your type is. So we finish off all of our electrodes. He finishes off his electrodes, and he gives us strength. We all on a whirlpool, and we get out of here, and then we face on Price. Now I'm gonna spoil this easiest battle. Like so far, I just used pedal dance. That's all I did. I used pedal dance once. Seal's down. Used pedal dance twice. Dugong's gone, and I believe we got confused actually afterwards. But we just took out Seal and Dugong like that. Then we got confused. I was hoping to hit pedal dance 3 times because it can hit 2 or 3 times, and hurt ourselves in confusion. It does get a blizzard off. Doesn't do too much, and we hurt ourselves in confusion again. It uses blizzard. I believe I used synthesis just in case. And luckily he missed. He missed, and if he didn't miss, we would have died. But I use synthesis again just in case he misses again. Then just synthesis again. I is not taking any chances. Uses hail, and now I believe blizzard. I mean that was a smart play by him because now blizzard will always hit. But then I just one pedal dance and he's done. So, and yeah, we beat him, the 7th gym leader, but we battled him 5th because you can battle 5, 6, and 7 in any order you want. And then we go to Signwood, and we have to battle Eugene or whatever his name is, and he was again fairly simple. I mean, just cut and pedal dance pretty much. I mean, honestly, I was scared about the electrode when I was going for that, but I was like, I'm gonna one shot it. But I was afraid that I was gonna use self destruct or something stupid like that. Haunter uses Curse, and then we use Pedal Dance, and the Haunter's gone, and yeah, that's Eugene for you. Beaten. So, then it's Chuck, and Chuck, another easy gym. You know, short story shorter, man. It's just press Pedal Dance with A, and you got your 6 badge, because we one-shot both of his Pokemon. We're a high level, but even if we were, like, level 40 right now, or even 35, we'd be beating them, so... I mean, it'd be harder, but still. So yeah, we beat Chuck, and then we get the secret potion, go to the lighthouse, give it to Jasmine, and now it's time to battle Jasmine. Um, and pedal dance. Just pedal dance everything. Yep, that's pretty much it. Just pedal dance to 2 Magnemites and pedal dance to Steelix, and oop, we got 7 badges. Then we have to go take on Team Rocket, and that is a hassle. I did get lucky here with getting a third pedal dance, and we almost get to level 55. So then after this, we head out of the gym, and now we have to battle Team Rocket. So I go to through the tower, obviously get the costume thing on. Then we have the battle patrol, and we just beat them. We beat them pretty easily. It's just the coughings, so. Sludge actually does poison. That's kind of what actually hurt us, and I think we almost actually lost his battle because of that poison. But he has like 3 or 4 coughings, and also I did catch a Zubat to use Fly. I named it Zubatman. Because if you don't name your Zubat Zubatman, and then after it evolves, name it Crobatman and Golbatman, I mean, you're just weird. But, I'm gonna put my chair up. Okay, that's better. I'm a lot more comfortable now. But, yeah. Almost 50, we're 49 and a half minutes in, actually a little bit more than that. He has a wheezing synthesis. And actually, here, the wheezing, so No, it's not this battle. It's the next battle. Okay, it's the next battle. Never mind. Never mind. But we get to actually after we win this battle, we get the basement key. Is it this battle? No, because Pedal Dance finishes it off. Yeah. So after this, we get the basement key. Go help out the whatever. Yeah. So I no, it is this battle as well, but this I did not finish the battle with Eleanor. I just went and I used a revive on Tree Nex. I almost said Tree Rex on Tree Nex and Trinex, whatever you want to say. And I kind of just, you know, I went for Rock Smash. It's not gonna do anything. All it did was lower defense, and that was just because. But then the freaking coughing just had to use Smoke Screen instead of using Sludge. Then he used Sludge and we died. I just wanted to let it die, so then Trinix wouldn't take any damage. We used Cut, coughing's down, and the final coughing because he had like 7 coughings and a wheezing. I don't know why, but 2 cuts and it's dead after using a Sludge and then we beat him, and then it's time for Oriana. Now, this time I did not have a revive in the middle of the battle, because, again, like I said, Team Rocket would hurt. But so I got the basement key. Actually, no, it's time for Rival 4. Rival 4, Golbat, kind of hard, because I gotta use Cut, and Air Cutter does hit for an okay amount of damage. So, just use Cut, it'll be down, then it goes into the Koalava, which is just Pedal Dance. Or, no, I used Cut, but it uses Flame Wheel, because it actually has a better AI, so it's actually going to use good moves, but we take that out pretty easily. And then he has 3 Pokemon left. I realized that, and then I go over Battle Dance. Because one of those Pokemon is Haunter, which is coming out right now. And, oh, there, we got a Pedal Dance. He's dead. And his final Pokemon, Magnemite, which is just another Pedal Dance, and it is dead. Or maybe it took 2 Pedal Dances. No, it just took 1, so, because we're level 56 now, and this is the battle where I had to use a different Pokemon, so that's perfectly fine. I had to use a different Pokemon. So basically, so it's Oriana. She leads with a Golbat. Am I just sitting here doing nothing? Whatever. But so she leads with a Golbat. We just had to cut it, and it uses Confuse Ray. I believe we get unlucky and hit ourselves a few times in Confusion against Arbok, but. So we take out the Golbat. No, Wheezing. Oh, this is Proton. This is versus Proton. Actually, no, it's the next battle. Never mind. We beat Proton pretty easily. But then I realized I needed to heal up, so. Because I believe we are about to run out of cuts. I'm not 100% sure, though. But no, we weren't. But still, I didn't want to take on Proton. I wanted to go and take on Oriana next, but obviously I couldn't. And Synthesis honestly came in clutch a lot, because we can't use healing items in battle. Oh, it did get a critical hit. Yeah. So it came in clutch, but. So this Wheezing Sludge, it's just because it's super effective and the poison sucks too. And I just wanted to get up to as high health as possible. Half the time I can't even talk while I'm recording this video. That's fine, but yeah, so I use Pedal Dance and it's dead. Then I go and I accidentally die to a Rocket Trainer and. Maybe? No, maybe that was after the. That was after a few battles. I don't know. Maybe that was after the Arno battle. I don't know. So I restored the PP for you know, Synthesis, then Pedal, blah 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 blah. We go. We got the battle Ariana, and this is the battle. So I beat her. It's just not in the way everyone would like it. Sorry, I'm stretching, but so I use Cut. I pretty much take down the Arbok. Cut, Pedal Dance combo. It's done. Then the Murkrow comes out. I take out the Murkrow with a Pedal Dancer too. It's just one. But then the Vileplume comes out, and I use Pedal Dance. It does okay damage. It uses Sweet Scent, so my evasiveness is down, but I'm also confused, and then I hit myself with a Confusion a few times. It uses Sleep Powder. And I don't know, but it just uses acid, and it ends up killing me. I don't know how, but it just does. Somehow, I think it's because I hit myself a few times with confusion and it kept putting me to sleep. But Trinix loses against the Vileplume, so the run's impossible. No, it's not impossible. I could easily beat him, but I mean, so yeah, it's just wow. Yeah, we didn't wake up. Yeah, both turns, and then Acid. So Trinix died, but and then I went into LMN, the Gyarados, used Intimidate. And then I realized, oh wait, I don't have any revive, so I just went for strength and I just finished it off with LMN. Because it used acid again for some reason. I mean, it did a good amount of damage, but you don't just use a grass type move. But so we ended up killing it with a different Pokemon, but that really doesn't matter. Then we go take on Archie. I think that's his name, Archie Archer, or whatever his name is. He's gonna lose. Houndour comes out, and that's cut. 1-2 shot. I honestly probably should have used Petal Dance because it would have just killed him in one shot, but whatever. So really, you just love when you drop your phone so then it stops recording. But so really, besides Team Rocket, the game got really easy, and honestly, the game gets a bit easier right after Team Rocket's done. After we beat Team Rocket here, it gets easy again because Claire's just. I think it took me like 2 or 3 tries with Claire. And yeah, I did lose to Archer once. Oh, I didn't know that. I lost to Archer once. Well, I got burned, and then I had to restart. Oh wow, I actually took him on 3 times. I didn't even know. That's crazy. I just want to get it all the way up to red. Alright, well, sorry about that, but I wanted to get it all the way up to red with the audio sound, but I guess it doesn't work like that. So, this is when I realized, oh, well, I probably should just use Petal Dance. And the Houndoom is just Fire Fang. Petal Dance, just I believe 1-shot, 2-shot. And any Houndoom that I face after this is just going to get easier. And if you're wondering why, it's because I realized that Meganium learns Earthquake. And we'll talk about that later. I stopped recording again, sorry. But, so we beat our Archer, whatever, blah, blah, blah. He's kind of just boring. And then we go through the Ice Path place, help the Kimono girl out, get the Silver Wing from him. Go through all the trainers in Claire's gym. And actually, I lost to Claire a few times because we're about to see the battle against Claire, the winning battle. So I lost to Claire like 2 or 3 times, and it's because of this Gyarados. This Gyarados, man. Intimidate Pokemon, they do hurt you. And that's because this is before I realized that Petal Dance, because facing off against Lance, that Petal Dance is actually the better move to use against Gyarados. But I mean, Gyarados really can't touch us besides with Dragon Rage. So, yeah, but I should have used Petal Dance. Petal Dance is the better move to use against the Gyarados if you want to try this run. Anytime you face off against a Gyarados, use Petal Dance. It's the better move. But yeah, so we kill it. Pretty simple. Then Dragonair comes in. I believe I just use Petal Dance. Because Petal Dance and Strength are my 2 good moves. Thing then uses Thunder Wave and Fire Blast. It does actually a good amount of damage. Then Petal Dance, Dragonair goes down. And then her second Dragonair comes out. Or actually, no, her Kingdra comes out. And we are confused. Which does suck, but we are able to heal it. But Synthesis, I believe, is what I did. Because we barely live a Dragon Pulse. And don't hit herself. So we just got very lucky. Uses into this. And then I went for a Poison Powder. I don't know why. Because really there was no reason to. So I'm not 100% sure why. Oh, crap. It got a critical hit. But I believe I had a Max Revive, so. I had a Revive. Yeah, I did. And I had a Max Revive. I went for the Burn Heal. I had a Max Revive, so I used that on Trinix. Level 59, actually, which isn't too high. I was actually expecting to be a lot higher by the 8th gym. And based on this playthrough, I've actually decided that the best Pokemon to use against Kingdra out of the starters is definitely Meganium. And if you're wondering why, it's because obviously Cyndaquil is not, because it has water moves, so it's just going to kill you. And then Totodile is okay because of Ice Fang, but it still resists it because it's water. And then with Dragon Ball, with Petal Dance, it just does so much damage that it just takes it out. So it's only two, those. And then Dragonair comes out, and I believe we got a third one off, which was lucky, but we missed. And yeah, we still got confused even though we missed. I think that it would have been cool if we didn't get confused because we didn't hit. Yeah, when we get confused, Dragon Pulse, we're still confused, and we use Petal Dance, we miss because of all of those smoke screens, and it's just whittling us down with Dragon Pulse. But in the end, saying in the end, we just hit two Petal Dances and take it out before he could take us out with Dragon Pulse, and we actually got paralyzed. Oh crap, we barely lived this Dragon Pulse. Wow, this battle actually ended a lot differently than I remember. We barely lived a Dragon Pulse. You Synthesis twice in a row, then Petal Dance, yep. And Dragon Pulse, Petal Dance hits. Boom, down goes the Dragonair. And we have beaten Claire, then we have to go do the Dragon's Den quiz thing. Which is just okay. I mean, it just. We got our badge, so. And then it's time to go take on our biggest challenge yet Lugia. And that's because we try and go to the league, but she doesn't let us. Her mama does not let us go to that league. And, I mean, yeah, so what do? We go to Professor Elm because we collected all 8 badges and blah blah blah, and get the Master Ball. But so we gotta go take on Lugia. After we go to take on the Kimono Girls, which was very easy. And I didn't cut that out. So we're gonna have to watch it. Yay! But yeah, no, the Kimono Girls were very easy to take on. I mean, yeah, no, Silver lost them. But it was just very easy to take on the Kimono Girls. I mean, it's just Petal Dance, pretty much. Petal Dance or Cut. It just depends on which one you're taking on. If you're taking on Flareon, Cut, or actually probably Petal Dance. But I mean, Umbreon. I use Strength against Umbreon. I mean, Umbreon's a tanky Pokemon, so I don't think it really mattered what move you were using. I think Petal Dance probably would have been the better move. So we beat Zuki. So we have to beat the next one, then the next one, then the next one, then the next one. Because there's like 6 of them for some reason. I don't know why, but there are. Sorry. But we get to level 60, so. I mean, actually, there's not that much more leveling up from level 60 for a little bit. And then we get Aromatherapy, which I'm like, actually, this might be good. This might actually be a pretty good move. And that's before I knew where, that's before I knew that, Earthquake was in was in Victory Road. Is this the last one? Or do we have one more? I think we have one more. Or maybe 2. Maybe 3. I don't know. I haven't been counting. Well, I think we only have 2, but I mean, Flareon and I think Vaporeon, right? Or maybe I'm wrong. I don't know, but I was thinking about what to do, and then I looked, and this is at the point where I realized the way my moveset literally is 1 normal type move and 3 grass types. And then see Aromatherapy already coming in clutch, taking off the taking off the burn. I mean, why do I keep on doing that? I don't know. But, so, we beat the Flareon trainer. I think this is the last one. Hopefully it is, because I am just getting very annoyed. But Jolteon comes out. Oh no, I think we do have one more. I'm not sure. We use Petal Dance, take it out in 1 hit. Yeah, there's one more. It's Vaporeon, and then we're off to go do stuff with Lugia, and then it's time for Elite Four, and I'm getting tired of recording this audio, and I want to get out of my chair, and but I don't want to stand up and record. Yeah, so we got Tidal Bell. And then actually, I spent like 20 minutes going to where Lugia was, the Whirl Islands, because I wanted to know the route, and two, because I thought that was coming up after the Rocket event, not after beating that gym leader and stuff. That actually came a lot quicker than I thought it would. So use fly, go to the Signwood. Then I know the route through a place through the Whirl Islands. It's actually very simple. So basically what you want to do is not stand in the same spot like me for 5 years, because I don't know why I am. I'm probably talking to my dad again, or no, I'm just like, oh, dude, did I put on a rappel? I don't know. It's basically, can we move? What? So what? Jeez, I don't know, man. That was just whatever. But so basically, what happens is you're gonna go to the top right island. Gonna go roll around here, blah blah blah. I walk on land because I can. So top right island. Actually, it's very easy to get to Lugia. So top right island, and if you have flash, use flash. If not, just go all the way up to the side, walk around. There'll be 2 hops. Go down through that ladder. Then it's on the left, so kind of want to hug the left a little bit, like you were with the right on the first floor. And actually, oh no, I know why I stopped. It's because I was watching a video to remember the route. But so you want to go left. You want to go to here, and then right after you pass that boulder, you want to start heading down. And then there's a ladder here, and boom, light. It's all lit up. And I already talked to that guy, so we don't get anything from here. And then I realized we should see this because that is beautiful. But so Repel's effect wore off. Use the max repel. Go through here, and now it is time for the Lugia thing because we're gonna use the title bell. It's gonna ching 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 ching, and they're gonna dance. And honestly, it's very cool. And all the bells are ringing. And then, as they dance, Lugia joins the party. And honestly, a pretty good cutscene with it just flying out and doing that. It looks like a Pokemon Black 2 cutscene. Honestly, the golden years of Pokemon are up, man. Because from Pokemon Emerald to Pokemon Black 2, they made that was the years when they made their best games by far. Honestly. Honestly, from Emerald to Black 2, that is the golden age of Pokemon. So we got a Surf take on Lugia, and it's time for the toughest challenge of all time. Lugia, which I don't remember what Lugia's theme is, but I think it's something like that. I don't know, but we use an Ultra Ball at first. I mean, but then I'm like, what other legendaries am I really gonna catch? So, Master Ball. Ooh. So use the Master Ball. I mean, then it's time for a Rival Fival. I'm gonna call every 5th rival battle that. Okay. So we go first, seasonal strength, dead, level 62 for us, and we don't learn anything, and I just really want this to go faster. So strength again, down goes the Golbat, not really, because it's going to use Confuse Ray, because I'm a Golbat, rah 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 rah. So then strength, it goes down. Typhlosion comes out, I believe I use strength again. And I did battle like a few trainers, or Pokemon, I think, in Victory Road, so I really did not have that many strengths left. Haunter comes in, and I almost try and switch out for some strange reason that I don't know, but then we use Petal Dance. Boom, down goes to Haunter. Not really, because it's still up, because it's Haunter, and it's the best Pokemon in the world. Not really, but Petal Dance, boom, you're dead. We got nice 999 XP, and then the Kadabra. Which I believe is not his final Pokemon. I believe he still has Magneton, which sucks. Because this battle's almost over. and we use strength because it has a pretty good special defense. I mean, it has an okay special defense. I mean, actually, it's an alright special defense, but it's weak versus physical attacks. It's dead. It's just dead. So Magneton gets off a Thunder Wave, but it lives the first, gets off Thunder Wave, and Magnet Bomb doesn't really do much, and then Petal Dance. And there's Rival 5, honestly the hardest rival battle in the game, apparently. Not really, but still easy, and he finally realizes to be nice to his Pokemon. So then we're at the Indigo Plateau. We head in, we heal up, and now it's time for the Elite Four. And we're 70 minutes in to this voice recording. My voice is gone. I'm tired. I want to end this. And I recorded this part of the game at like 3 or 4 in the morning. And I realized why I got mad. Yeah, so what I did is I took all the Pokemon out of my party, put them in storage. So boom, there goes you. Boom, there goes you. And boom, there goes Lugia. So it's just Trinix. I buy some items that I'm not really gonna use outside of battle, and it's just I have so much money that I'm just gonna spend my money. I only get, I believe, for some weird reason, 14 of those. I don't know why. I was just saying, I could buy 81 Hyper Potions. You know you're rich when you can buy 81 Hyper Potions. I always get 30 Hyper Potions when going into the Elite Four, though. And the Max Repels, I just know I'm going to need some later. So. And then full restores, I grab as many as I can, and then I sell everything that I don't need, which is the Nevermount Ice. Amulet Coin, I didn't sell, I don't know why. Honestly, and then, I mean, what I think I did is I went, yeah, there, and I sold all of those. Honestly, I mean, come on. Good job. Now, what you're gonna do is you're gonna go take on the Elite Four. Good job. So, we got Will first, and I beat Will first try. Pretty simple battle. I mean, not really the hardest thing in the world. Not really supposed to be. Supposed to be the first, but yeah, pretty easy. I mean, Will, was easy, but I then lost to Koga after this battle, which the reason Will was easy is because I eventually realized just use Petal Dance. Honestly, I might have been able to beat her even easier with Return, but I'm not 100% sure where the Return TM is, and it said it's at the department store, but I'm pretty sure it's at the department store in Kanto, which is in Celadon Cities, so yikers. But I mean, this was a not too hard of a battle. But yeah, so I beat Will. I lost then to Koga, and if you're wondering how I lost to Koga, it's because his Pokemon are poison type, and Strength only has so much PP. Oh yeah, use Reflex. Honestly, then I realized Petal Dance is just such a good move. I was like, oh man, I'm gonna have to use Strength a lot, but then it's like, wait, Petal Dance is actually like gonna kill everything. I think I got lucky and I got a third hit with yeah, I got a third hit with Petal Dance, and that took the Slowbro down to 1 hit. And Koga. So my first time against Koga, I lost. Second time, I got Earthquake, and I used it. I mean, I used it like 3 or 4 times in this battle alone, maybe 5. And I really didn't use it throughout any of the others besides for the Houndoom. So maybe I think I used it 4 times here, 5 times in that battle. But we beat not 5 times in that battle, 1 time. But so we beat the Venomoth pretty easily. Muck comes out and Earthquake, you're dead. And I'm yawning again. Crobat comes out, it's just strength. 1 or 2 strengths, maybe 3. Honestly, I think I think I should have gone for Petal Dance, because Petal Dance has more PP, and honestly, it's a really good move still. But we use strength, take care of the Crobat pretty easily. Fortress comes out, and it has Protect, so I use Synthesis. He does not use Protect twice in a row. He never does. So Earthquake. He's using Swift. Don't use Synthesis. I use Strength. I hit him. He's a Swift again. I think that he's not going to use Protect, but he uses Protect. No, he does not. I don't know why he wasn't using Protect, like, ever again. But I believe, yeah, he uses a Full Restore here, right? Yeah, so I used Petal Dance. Kind of just got locked into it. He uses Protect. I hit 2 Petal Dances, but he does hit me with another Swift. I get confused. And then I use Earthquake, but he gets protected. And I kind of was hoping I hit myself so that I don't lose Earthquake PP. But I hit myself twice in a row, sadly. And then he's going to use Protect again, and I don't hit myself this time. Yeah, so the one time when I kind of, don't want to hit myself, I do. But, I mean, so then... But, yeah, so we beat Koga. Pretty easy battle. And, now it is time for Bruno, which, do I even need to talk about Bruno? I think everyone knows that Bruno is a piece of cake. Doesn't matter which game you're playing, Bruno is easy. Honestly, just use Pedal Dance. Just Pedal Dance 1. Eventually it'll one hit once I'm leveled up with the rare candies that I've collected throughout this adventure. But just use Pedal Dance against Bruno. He is just easy. I mean, he is really easy, honestly. And then, yeah, Hitmonlee dies in 1 hit. Hitmontop dies in 3 because of Full Restore. And then Hitmonchan, I believe, lives 1. And then we hit it with another Petal Dance and it's down. And then now it's time for the Machop, which is, again, just another Petal Dance. And I did get lucky. I did not hit myself with confusion at all in this battle, but all it has against us is cross chop, which is 2 Petal Dances, clears you out, and we did not get lucky. But if we did get lucky, we only would have we would have 14 PP left in as we are going into the Karen battle. So yeah, beat you pretty easily. It actually took me a few tries to beat Karen, but I eventually beat her. I mean, so this is the time that I did beat her, which the strategy I used was use Petal Dance because it is a very good move. Actually, sometimes as you can tell, I only have 12 PP in there for that because I had to go to the Elite Four a few times. But so yeah, just use Petal Dance. It's such a good move, and I just realized I had not used it enough against the trainers and the Elite Four and stuff. But so I hit Strength. It does good amount of damage. I use it again, but I get hit. And now you're just doing a weird accent because I'm tired from recording this and I don't want to record it anymore. And as you can tell, I'm level 67. So we use Earthquake. Take out the Houndoom. That's like as I was saying. That's the last time I used Earthquake was to take out the Houndoom. We get to level 68. Vileplume's then up, and I believe I just used Strength. Or maybe, yeah, I did use Earthquake because I believe it is half Poison type. So 1 Earthquake almost kills it, and then Strength kills it. I believe we have one more, the Gengar, which I got lucky with here, and I hit a critical hit Petal Dance. And Lance, I've battled him like 20 times. I can't beat him, doesn't matter what level I'm at. This is the best attempt against Lance that I had. You're not even gonna, yeah, this is the best attempt against Lance that I had, I'm pretty sure. And honestly, this is where I learned, okay, I should use Petal Dance, because Strength was not doing enough damage, and then I kept on using Strength. So this is the battle where I realized, against Gyarados, use Petal Dance, it's still a good move. And I went for Strength again for I just wanted to get some damage off, I think. Then I use Synthesis, it gets me up to 133, use Ice Fang again, I use Synthesis. I mean, it's just Gyarados is just, man, he is not fun to fight against. I don't know why I should not have kept on using Strength. I should have used Petal Dance because in later runs against Gyarados, actually no, this is my first time fighting Lance that you're seeing, but in later runs against Gyarados, I used Petal Dance because it just wastes 7 Strength XP, like PP. Like what? You don't want that. You do not want that. Because that's the PP that you're going to be using against Charizard and the Dragonites. Because he has 3 of them. With Aerodactyl, it dies to a 1 Petal Dance. I mean, the Charizard, it dies to 4 strengths. Yeah, there, the Charizard killed me. I mean, yeah, the Intimidate at the end was killing me as well. But, I mean,